All right, guys, today we're going to go over the Hilltip Icestriker 75 tailgate spreader. We have it hooked up here on a John Deere 4066R through a 3-point hitch in the back. We're going to walk you through the app and what this unit can do and why we chose this for some of our deicing applications. I'm going to jump into the cab here. I'll put my phone in place. One thing to notice, if you have Android, it is my understanding that you can use your normal phone for the operation of the Icestriker. If you are an Apple user, that you're not that lucky. So this is the controller. The phone does come with the unit. I'm going to swipe up. Machine's not running, so we're going to add power here. And as you can see, as I added the power, the Hilltip spreader pops up right there. I'm going to click connect. Oh, sorry. So it's now connected. You can now see that this is now kind of accessible. It's highlighted. Here's your information of your spreader, signal strength of the Hilltip spreader, how it's sending the signal to the software for H-Track, devices that this phone's paired with, and then obviously you can check for updates. You can look at your permissions here and your vision log. Going back to H-Track, this is where I can set up my users. So I can create a specific user to monitor how much salt that particular operator is putting down. Select automatically at worksite arrival. So as it's on there, it will automatically configure the worksite it's at. Again, remove selection automatically. And I'm going to enable the spreader auto stop feature because that's the coolest feature about this entire software besides the software itself. We're going to go into the settings here. If you got your application here, you got a lot of options here. So obviously you can change it from metric to US units. I'm going to keep it in US units. We're in English. Write long files. I'm going to enable that. Maybe not. It's going to use the Android built-in GPS for tracking. The fun part. Here's the spreader and here's the controls. So right now, as you can see down here, we're in manual mode. Manual mode is basically the feature of which you can control the unit with basically pressing start and pressing stop. So it's like a normal spreader at that point. The A with the vibration button here, that's your automatic spreader. There's your lights, and then here's just the vibrator button on its own. And this is like a burst. Like throw a bunch of material out, kind of like most units have. So again, in the manual mode, it's all based off percentages. So, you know, whether I want to run 50% of my load at my feed rate, it's going to use 50% of that feed rate here. And then here's where the spinner is going to come into play. So I can drop it as low as, 1.4 feet of spreading up to 18 feet. So if I was doing like a sidewalk that's really small, we found that this is to come in very handy for a very specific, kind of almost like a drop spreader, but obviously it has the ability to spread wide as well. Now switching over here, this is automatic mode, so now everything changes. So as you can see, this is giving me a pound ratage per 1,000 square feet. Now everyone likes to put down different application rates, and obviously this is something that I recommend that you play with. For the automatic mode, it's very important that you have configured the unit itself to figure out how much salt it drops in there. So you want to make sure that you're doing that before you kind of play around with this. Otherwise that rate might not be 100% accurate. So I normally tell the guys that I would like to be between 6 and 7 pounds per 1,000. I'm in automatic mode with the automatic vibrator on. If I press play right now, nothing is going on back there. Absolutely nothing. And to show you, let's go back there. So the spinner's not moving, nothing's going. Press play. There we go. Now, change up that spinner speed. Slow it down to that, since I'm in automatic mode, the lowest you can do is 4 feet. Switch it back to manual to stop. And as you can see, I'm now down to 1.2 feet. You can see that drop right there. And it's dropped it down to 4% dropping rate. So it's just gonna give a nice little sidewalk feed there. Crank her up. Crank her up. And we're gonna get 18 feet. It's about a 0.7 capacity inside this unit, 0.75. That's why it's called Icestriker 75. You can actually put extensions on this unit to carry more. We've used every kind of product from bag deicer, bulk treated deicer, white salt, you name it. We've put it through it. So obviously the unit felt that it wasn't feeding salt at the rate, so the automatic salter, when that's engaged, clicks on. So I'm just gonna shut it off for now. We're gonna click pause, shut everything down. But there you go. That right there is the Icestriker 75 walkthrough. Android phone, Hilltip. There you go.